I should do this real quick. That's a bit better. Hello, I'd like to talk Qbeh 1.5 version edition. This is Qbeh in its original form, and strangely enough, Qbeh -1 is a prequel to this game. The game is surprisingly different physics, mechanics. It also suffers from a severe look at Unity's texture syndrome. What I mean by that is these blocks do not need these textures. Also, notice how there's a lot more going on in levels, unlike Qbeh -1, where there's like nothing going on. Look at how detailed that is. That is way too much. As you can see, we only have a cube counter. We don't have much going on, do we? There's also no checkpoints at all. This game is completely devoid. Let me reiterate. No checkpoints whatsoever. Also, Minecraft physics. For whatever reason, Qbeh originally had Minecraft physics. Which is it just means that you can jump and put blocks underneath you, which breaks the game entirely. There's nothing here, by the way. It's just a room. Did the audio just cut out because I was... Also, the cubes are randomly colored. This is not the Qbeh you grew up with, kids. There's also nothing to collect. It's just golden portals, which you now rub against instead of walking into them. Exploring! I wanted to do this on a level-by-level basis, but this is short enough that I could do it in one go, and nobody would care. Do you remember this level? You should. I do like how you repeat the exact same level when you start to play Qbeh -1. Because people that played Qbeh can be like, oh, they changed some of the physics ever since Qbeh in Qbeh -1. Look at that. Why is there so much fidelity on them? Oh yeah, you can build infinitely in any desired direction because there's no limitations on having to be stuck to something. You can see, by the way, that the skybox is very much boring. And the design's not as great. Especially with the whole there are no checkpoints. And the fact that all these blocks are just boring blocks. They're like, here's a block! I don't know what it's for, but it has 6 sides. Thank you, Professor Oswald, for telling me what the hell a block is. Whoa! Did that... What? Oh, great. No checkpoints, people. I imagine that the way they did it in Qbeh is that every single cube keeps track of its root. Meaning that it is attached to a cube, and then it remembers what cube it's attached to. And that eventually, at some point, when you remove a cube, it's like, oh, gotta resolve this chain, and see if there's anyone above it. And the way that happens is that you... No, they can't keep track, because that would be a mess. Although it's only 6, I guess you could make an upward link that effectively just keeps track of everything that's below it, but... there are more efficient ways to do it. Like, just making sure that you're, like, every frame... That probably would only work on lower skills to just keep track of every single... to keep track if your root cube is being updated or not. And that you would make a special observer that's like, oh, cubes have been altered, time to alert every cube to watch themselves. Also, never make your update system dependent on your frame rate, you piece of shit. Because that leads to a lot of problems. Well, you can do it in some ways, but you should definitely not do it with some other things. Like, if it affects the speed of the game, you probably shouldn't tie it to the frame rate. If it's just making sure that realism happens, like, I don't know, checking to see if a cube should exist or not, probably something you could tie to it. Look at this fancy dance music. I like how absurdly large this cursor is. It is way bigger than it needs to be. What do I need this for? Gosh, this music is boring. So yeah, this is the temple level, we all remember. At the top's a little cube. You can actually, if you have determination, build your way up to that point. Now I'm gonna build myself high enough that we can see the tower up close, but I'm not gonna build all the way up there. Because like I said, cubes do not need to be connected. They can just exist wherever they so feel like. Look at how cool that looks, though. That looks really nice. With the shadows. Those are very good shadows. Like, when I say that I like low-fidelity cubes, like they're just prime colors and all that, and they don't have fancy textures, I don't mean how... Oh, yeah, I forgot that there's a stupid hidden cube there. What I don't mean... Oh, I think I'm gonna have to pick those up. No, I don't. What I don't mean is that you need to have crappy shadows. Like Minecraft lighting, not so good. I like a good lighting engine. Lighting engines are the kinky stuff. And now you could just build a snake up to there if you really wanted to. Oh, that's neat. That's actually pretty cool. I got as high as those things, and then I was like, you know what? There's nothing up there. What is that? That is a very, very detailed symbol to just be on a block. And it's one of those French AE things. That is a combination of two characters for whatever reason. Cassandra. This game cost money, but now it's free, and it's on Desura, by the way. Weather effects, that's always nice. You might say, oh, there's nothing over... No, there's lots over here. There's a path over here. So, what this doesn't explain is what the hell this power is. Oh, that's so cool. And then one cube's like, shucks. So, you're supposed to go over here and do some silly platforming. But I don't fly by those rules. Jenny, wink. Oh no, it's too portal! Where'd that thing come from? Anyway, this is apparently 2 portal. Jenny was here. But Jenny... I know how to get past that. I know it. Because I believe in myself. Oh no, it was Jussie. Why did I thought it was Jenny? Anyway, look at all that cool platforming we're skipping! Also, note how that's a T and an E. Man, there's so much cool gameplay happening down there. Oh, look, it's already the Atlas Cube, really? Oh, there's actually a block on top of it. I think I'm gonna... Let's go back. I know this is all fine and dandy, but... No. I didn't come here to not play a game. Not to mention that the next level isn't anything at all. The next level can quite literally be summarized as go nuts. Also, fire? I don't know if that kills you, but I don't want to find out because no checkpoints. There are no checkpoints. Oh, looks a nice little tree. Why is there friction in this game? By friction, of course, I mean the fact that you can rub your face against something and the game is like, am I gonna slow down? I know that friction stops me from rocket strafing and all that stuff from Doom and all whatever do the cool kids called it, but that was Doom's least concern. It already suffered from Pythagorean speed-up problems, where the act of walking diagonally... Look at those trees move. I wonder what's eating my frame rate. It's probably these way too high fidelity Unity blocks. And I know it's a Unity game. It has a stupid Unity launcher that quite literally calls walking plus horizontal and plus vertical. I know this was probably a pet project at best, but give it a more inspiring name, please. Also, strange enough, you cannot place blocks on top of the red blocks. I don't know why. I guess that rule from Qbeh, -1, has always been a universal constant. Oh, what the? Apparently we can wall kick to a limited extent. Oh, you could... Companion cube! That's why they said to a portal. I also like how there's a little window. You can look inside and be like, oh man, turn off the... Ugh. Yep, there's a hole in the ceiling. So, this one I quite like, because it's not as nice as the other one, but it actually does something with you getting the Atlas Cube. So you're like, oh, this Atlas, I can't do anything. There's all these black portals, and you're like, oh, is this a boss? Do I have to hide and be like, pew, 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 pew? Nope, you just pick it up. And then the game decides it's death time. But that was pretty cool, standing on that moving block. Not only does everything explode, but it decides that frame rate is no longer a prospect. That looks so cool, by the way. There's something about slow-moving geometric shapes. I like how you can see the cup that the Atlas Cube is in. Whoosh. Oh, you may have noticed, by the way, we have infinite cubes. The game's like, yeah, whatever. You go. Oh yeah, I like how this looks like it's supposed to be sideways. See, yeah. Can I just start placing? There we go. Man, this action sequence is filled with action. I don't know why that red cube is there, but it does let me demonstrate my point. It's probably here that I tried that out anyway. Oh, you can't! Way to prove me wrong, video game! Can I pick it up? Oh no, you can't. Well, that's weird. Then the portal's like, fuck you! End! Oh no, it's a dream sequence! What does it all mean? Well, I really should clean my... I think I'm gonna go downstairs and pick up a cloth. But yeah, look at all the houses glowing. And then there's a lady over there. I do not know what that lady means, but I do like the curtains. Those are some smack dab good curtains. But yeah, this obviously seems like it needs a sequel, not a prequel. To be begun. Click to go to score. But I already have the game. It's still 66% off for 5 more days! I guess that special thing was supposed to be the E. Since the AE symbol does look a bit inverted. Should clean my screen! Laughable socks. The most hilarious of socks. Hey, it's a Dutch person. Wasn't there also a Dutch person involved with the other one? Hey, there's Jesse. Let me guess, Jesse either made that level or found a way up there and was like, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna slap secret here. Whales of Secret Zoo! I think you're supposed to put the C after the track or after them. Or, oh no, it means copyrighted choose. Yeah, I guess that works too. Because if you put the C afterwards, you imply that you own the copyright. This game does not have audio sliders, by the way. How about you put that in your Unity launcher? This is Uni, right? Like, I'd be quite the fool if it was not. Sandbox! I'm so glad this game is free. Welcome to the land of the sandy boxes. Like, what does this want me to do? Like, this is not a game that needs a sandbox, you know? Let's go over to that house, because I know there's something in that house. So yeah, that's probably the... I don't know if he's either the first tester or the first person that found out this game is... Oh, look, they put that little extra wall in. Because of the light, which would otherwise shine through. Saw some bolters over there. Then we'll quit to the menu and call it a day. Look at how colorful it is, though. Still, Qbeh -1 did it all a little bit better. Some more refinement, some more spit and or polish. Man, what a hype map. I wonder if there's anything to do out here anyway, if this is like just coincidental sandbox design or what. He was like, I need a sandbox! So I'll just smash my face against the height map until something comes out that looks respectable. The height map that ultimately came out was like... Yeah, that was Qbeh. It took like 20 minutes. I don't know how old this game is compared to Qbeh -1. You know, when you make a height map, the idea is normally that you make a height map using what's called a brush in most paint programs, so that you get these smooth hills instead of having your vertices jut out like jagged points. Grass does not grow on... Where did I get a green thing there? I got a green thing there. Might have just been my imagination. Look at how wacky this sandbox is. Look at that wacky angle. I want to jump off the edge of the map, actually. You know, for the kids. You know how them kids are about the edges of sandboxes. They're all like, yeah. I can appreciate... Oh, what the... Oh, please don't tell me he actually made an infinite... Oh, no, I see what he did. This is probably some default thing he got with the engine. That's like, here's a default! Now stop calling us, please. The frame rate cleans up once those damn trees stop poking their noses around. I wonder what there is to do out here. Odds are there's nothing to do out here. If the developer remembers like a little thing, I'll revisit this and have a look-see. Because this looks like it's either infinite space, or it's one of those places. Entirely made out of trolinium. The most insufferable substance known to mankind. What is with this place, and why is it like this? Is this all just him futzing around, or did this, again, come with the engine? Because this would be pretty cool. Oh, look, that mountain's an actual mountain. Maybe if people are interested, I'll do a good... There's another house over there. So this is a filled-out sandbox! I'll see you at the house, which will take a couple of minutes, at least. So, this, if someone wants me to, or the developer's like, here's a couple of cool secrets you can find, I'll probably have a shits and giggles around the sandbox, preferably with the developer telling me how to cheat in a little bit more speed, because this is not fast. Although, you know what they say, many physics engines are specifically designed at the speed they should be used upon. Go any faster, and the physics are like, nope! You're not a solid object. Now go through that wall, Skipper. That mountain's got to be a real thing. I think I'm going to walk over to that mountain. There is something in that house. Is that a map? I don't get this. For educational use only. I guess I'll try that then. I'm gonna futz around in this place a bit, and then I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you at the mountain if I can approach the mountain. There is a volume slider. This is interesting to say the least. I'm on top of the mountain! I don't know why, but I am. And it's pretty golden. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this game. Like, the game itself, eh. This is just getting wet. That's where we came from. This is beyond... This one's for you, but what is this about? How many more of these messages are there? Seriously! I Skyrim horsed my way up here. Let me ask, there's a shitty secret up there too. Like if you go all the way with the blocks. Mr. Developer Man, I demand either the Unity engine so I can look at this all with a camera that has a reputable speed, Or you just straight up tell me where to go. Or give me a map. Man, I'd pay a lot of money for a good map of this place. Look at this nice grassy knoll. Look at how the frame rate just decided to choke itself. Just like, this cannot be. I'm gonna see that lone tree in the lone distance. That's some tall-ass grass. Like, seriously, what is with this sandbox? Like, I thought it was just that one little spot, and then there's, like, a cliff you can fall off. But instead we get a mountain with an Easter egg on top. What did I miss? I want to know each and every Easter egg. Because I'm the kind of person that just suffocates themselves when they find this kind of stuff, and they're like, where is it? I'll see you guys next time. After I've had a stern talking to with the developer. And maybe build a pillar to space. I wouldn't be surprised if up there is an actual platform of sorts. Why do I'm still walking? I don't know, it's just something alluring about this. Walking simulator.